Good day. Welcome to NEKEDE Television, your window to knowledge, impact, and positive change. I'm your host, Militam Chamaka Goodness, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this special edition of our magazine show, where we take a deep dive into pressing issues that affect our society and our environment. Today, our focus is on non-motorized climate actions. Around the world, the conversation on climate change is louder than ever. Rising temperatures, unpredictable weather, flooding, and health challenges remind us of the urgent need to change our habits. While government and industries are doing their parts, individuals like you and I also have an important role to play. One of the simplest but most effective ways to cut down our carbon footprint is by embracing non-motorized transport actions as basic as walking, jogging, and cycling. These practices not only reduce harmful emissions from cars and motorcycles, but they also improve our health, save costs, and make our environment cleaner. On today's program, we'll bring you two exciting segments. First, we take you through a documentary titled Pedals for the Planet, where we highlight real stories, experiences, and voices of people here at NEKEDE who are already embracing walking and cycling as climate-friendly actions. Then, in our second segment, we'll move to an engaging talk show, Sustainable Steps, where experts in health and environmental science will sit with us to break down the benefits of non-motorized actions, the challenges we face, and the solutions that can help us all live more sustainably. So sit back and stay with us, because today's program promises to enlighten, inspire, and challenge us to take small steps that make a big difference. Let's begin with our first segment, the documentary, Pedals for the Planet.
Remember that feeling of being stuck on Poly Road on matriculation day? The sun beating down on your car and a sea of red tail lights stretching into the horizon. Your car, once a symbol of success and freedom, become a metal cage. For decades, we have seen the rise of the automobile as a sign of progress in cities like Owerri. But every single trip has come at a hidden cost. The exhaust fumes from our cars, generators, and industrial activities form a silent, invisible blanket of pollution. They are the reason our air feels thick and heavy, and the reason we hear more and more people complain about breathing problems. It's a constant infuriating noise of traffic that makes it hard to even think, let alone have a peaceful conversation. The car, once a symbol of freedom, has become a symbol of our dependency, congestion, and collective frustration. But what if the most powerful technology for change is not a new kind of engine, but the one we were born with? Our legs, our feet, our desire to connect with our city at a human pace. This is the non-motorized revolution. It doesn't require a massive government policy or a technological breakthrough. It just requires a choice to walk, a choice to ride a bicycle, a form of transport so elegant and efficient, it has barely changed in over a century. Every step you take, every pedal stroke, it's a quiet rebellion against a system designed to keep us separate. When you walk from Poly Junction to your lecture hall, you don't just get from A to B, you actually see the city. You notice the vibrant street art, the aroma of roasting corn from a roadside vendor, the familiar faces of your neighbor. You become part of the living fabrics of your city, rather than just a detached observer passing through. This is not just about reducing emissions, it's about reclaiming our time, our health, and our sense of place in a city that often feels too fast and too noisy. The collective choices we make or don't make have profound and far-reaching consequences. Let's take a closer look at hidden costs of our reliance on motorization and the immense benefit of embracing a non-motorized lifestyle. Non-motorized transportation is a crucial and often overlooked part of climate action. It involves any form of transport powered by human energy like walking, cycling, or skating. For an institution like Federal Polytechnic NEKEDE, which has a large student and staff population, promoting non-motorized transportation can significantly reduce its carbon footprint. Established in 1978, the Federal Polytechnic NEKEDE has grown from a small college to a major federal institution. For much of its history, like many places in Nigeria, personal motor vehicles have been the primary mode of transport. The campus and surrounding community of NEKEDE were not originally designed with non-motorized transport in mind. The road network, while functional, prioritized cars and buses. This led to traffic congestion, especially at the main gates and along busy internal routes within the school. The dependence on cars and motorbikes created a circle of environmental issues such as air pollution, noise pollution, and safety risk. Exhaust fumes from vehicles release greenhouse gases and other pollutants, which contribute to climate change and poor air quality. The constant honking and engine noise creates a stressful and loud environment, and lack of dedicated lanes for pedestrians and cyclists puts students and staff at risk of accidents. Over time, as the Polytechnic grew, this problem became more and more noticeable. The need for a more sustainable approach to campus mobility became clear. Today, the Polytechnic is a bustling hub with thousands of students and staff. The transport challenges of the past have intensified. The reliance on petrol-powered motorcycles, popularly known as Okada, and cars for short trips both on and off campus remain high. This contributes to the campus carbon footprint and impacts the health of the community. However, there is a growing awareness of this issue. The School of Environmental Design and Technology (SEDT) and other academic units have been at the forefront of this discussion, organizing conferences and publishing research on sustainable practices. There is a desire among many in the Polytechnic community to make a change. The current situation is a mix of old habits and new aspiration. While the campus is still dominated by motorized vehicles, a small but dedicated group of students and staff are embracing non-motorized alternatives. You can see some students walking from the hostel to their lecture hall and others using bicycle for their daily commutes, which is a sign of what is possible. The management of Federal Polytechnic NEKEDE has started taking steps towards a greener future. Recognizing the importance of sustainable development, they have begun to implement policies and projects that encourages non-motorized transport. The Polytechnic is making strides towards a more sustainable future by focusing on three key areas: infrastructure development, awareness campaign, and campus greening initiative. The most significant action has been the creation of pedestrian walkways and pathways. While not always fully separated from the main roads, these paths provide a safer option for those who choose to walk. Efforts are also being made to improve the quality of roads and drainage systems, which make walking and cycling more feasible. The Polytechnic has incorporated environmental sustainability into its academic and social programs. Departments like Agriculture and Agricultural Technology (SAAT) and School of Environmental Design Technology (SEDT) promote eco-friendly solutions while not always directly focused on non-motorized transport. This initiative helps create a general culture of environmental consciousness. Planting trees and maintaining green spaces within the Polytechnic ground help absorb carbon dioxide and improve air quality. This also makes the campus more pleasant for walking and spending quality time outdoors within the Polytechnic community. These actions are a good start, but there is still a lot to be done. The challenge lies in changing long ingrained habits and providing the necessary infrastructure to make non-motorized option the preferred choice. Beyond environmental benefits, while the environmental benefits are clear, promoting non-motorized transport at Federal Polytechnic NEKEDE brings a host of other advantages that directly benefit the community. Economic saving for students and staff. Switching from motorized transport to walking or cycling can lead to significant saving on fuel costs and vehicle maintenance. This frees up funds for other essential needs. The Polytechnic itself would save on road maintenance costs and reduce the need for constant traffic management. Health and wellness. Regular walking and cycling are excellent forms of physical exercise. They help combat sedentary lifestyle, reduce the risk of chronic disease such as heart disease and diabetes, and improve mental health by reducing stress and anxiety. A campus that encourages physical activity is a healthier, more productive one. Non-motorized transport promotes a more connected community. People who walk or cycle are more likely to interact with one another, fostering a sense of community and belonging. This turns the campus from just a place of study into a vibrant social hub. The journey towards a truly sustainable campus is a shared responsibility. We must all play our parts. To the management, invest in a comprehensive cycling infrastructure. This is the most effective way to encourage cycling. Create a comprehensive network of well-marked bicycle lanes across the campus, clearly separated from pedestrian and vehicle traffic. 2. Implement a bike sharing program. Partner with local company or established polytechnic run program to offer affordable bike rentals. Place rental hubs strategically at hostels, faculties, and the main gate to maximize accessibility. Number 3. Establish car-free zone. Restrict vehicle access in certain areas, especially around lecture hall, the library, and administrative building. This will make these zones exclusive for walkers and cyclists, improving safety and creating a more serene academic environment. 4. Revise parking policies. Implement a progressive parking permit system that charges a higher fee for single occupancy vehicle. Use the revenue generated to fund green initiatives like the bike sharing program and new cycling lane. To the staff and students, embrace the change. For short trips on campus, consider walking on cycling instead of taking a motorbike or car. It's not only good for the environment but also for your physical and mental health. 2. Advocate for change. Talk to your friends, colleagues, and polytechnic leaders about the importance of non-motorized transport. Your collective voice can drive the implementation of more sustainable policies. 3. Form walking circles and skating club. Form walking, cycling, and skating club. Create a community of like-minded individuals to encourage each other and make non-motorized transport a social and enjoyable activity. Organize group ride and walk to explore the campus and its surrounding.
Yeah, I use this bike almost every day. The only necessity is to pump it and make sure that the wheels is functioning well. I use it, I go to the market with it, I go to almost everywhere. It could even be used to travel safe if you are capable to exercise your legs, doing the wheels, because it's quite tiring. But if you are quite energetic and you do exercise, it's nothing much to you.
So what do you think are the benefits of non-motorized climate action like walking, biking, and skating?
For me, there's a very big advantage in me using this because it's me controlling it. You understand? I control what happens in this bike. I have the brake to stop when I see danger or to turn or wherever. But I think automobile mostly they malfunction in a different time you don't expect. Like you see the accidents on the road. The driver complains that he doesn't know what happened to the brake because he's not the one actually really controlling it at home. So this is quite safe and a little dangerous, if I should say.
Okay, so do you think it's important for your health and for the environment to engage in non-motorized action?
Yeah, that's if it's affordable. Like this is quite cheap and affordable. So, and it requires little or no money actually. Yes, some people can work it out by themselves. You just to set your bike and your brakes, and that's all. So most of these automobiles, they are quite expensive and quite unhealthy and dangerous to humans. But I won't say they shouldn't make use of it, but if they could see the necessity of just this, like now, while they are coming, I'm already in school, so without any haste and so I go about my days.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How often do you walk?
Always, all the time. Maybe when I'm going to work, school, even church.
Do you love walking?
Yeah, I feel like it's part of exercise also.
Okay. So what benefits do you think is attached to walking?
Okay, one benefit I feel is attached to walking because it makes you to feel like you're alive. Yes, because while walking is kind of exercising.
Yes.
And most people that don't do sports, I think that is one of the best way
Yes.
for them. So there is benefit in walking through exercise.
So do you have a bicycle or a motorbike or a vehicle? What do you have? Do you have any in your house?
No,
You don't
I
have.
don't, yes.
So you prefer to walk?
I prefer to walk. Since I don't go for exercise, let me be walking. Let me be using my legs.
So do you prefer walking to entering the vehicle?
Sometimes you prefer vehicle. It depends on the way you're going to. But walking is still the best because it makes you to have a body fit. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. What department are you again?
Okay, journalism and media study.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you.
having-
I barely walk
Why?
because to walk is not easy, and as it stands, it's time consuming, so I barely walk.
Don't you think walking is part of exercise?
For some persons that love walking, yes, but for me, the scorching heat of the sun is another level, and I can't deal with it.
Wow. So what's your advice to people that loves walking?
Try and start and reduce the way you walk, because arthritis is real, and to avoid taking pain relief drugs on a daily basis, just put it on a low and make use of motorcycles and the rest of it.
It's okay. Thank you very much, Mom.
Thank you.
Be a responsible user. Adhere to pedestrian and cycling rules. Use designated pathway. Yield to others and ensure your bicycle has proper lighting if you are riding at night. By working together, we can transform Federal Polytechnic NEKEDE into a model for a green and healthy academic community in Nigeria. A campus where the quiet hum of bicycle or the rustle of leaf under foot replaces the roar of engine is a small step but a big leap for our environment.
Having seen the interview with some students on non-motorized climate actions and the role they play to keep our environment safe from much consumption of fossil fuels and climate hazards, Pedals for the Planet reminds us that climate action is not always about grand speeches or complex technology. Sometimes it is about choosing to walk, cycle, jog or sketch. It is about those small deliberate actions that keep our environment clean, that keeps us healthier, and keep hope alive for future generations. Keep staying tuned to Polynet TV as we bring our second segment on our talk show titled Sustainable Paths. Let's go for a break. We'll be right back.
Every journey, every grind, every struggle, there's always someone who helps you find your serenity. Make moment spent with them special with Biggie Drink. Whether you're sharing a laugh, a story, or just a moment of peace, Biggie Drink is there to make it unforgettable. Biggie for every moment.
NEKEDE TV. We have just seen how students, staff, and business people are taking personal steps to reduce their carbon footprint in our documentary, Pedals for the Planet. Now we move into our talk show segment, Greener Paths, where we discuss the policies, planning, and practices that make walking, cycling, and other non-motorized transport safer, easier, and more effective for our community. Joining us today are two distinguished experts, Mr. Kingsley Ikom and Mr. Favour Eberechi. Thank you both for joining us. Let's start with a simple but important questions. To you, Mr. Kingsley Ikom, what are the health benefits of adopting walking, cycling, and jogging as our daily routine on campus?
Thank you very much for bringing me to your program. For me, the health benefit of non-motorized climate action cannot be overemphasized. It is very important both to us as human beings and to our environment. To us as human beings, walking, jogging, running, cycling contribute much to our health. It makes us live stronger and even healthier. It keeps you away from the doctor for quite a long time. If you're always active, walking, going to work by bicycle, riding your bicycle, taking a walk to visit your friend, instead of always boarding a bike, entering a taxi, you want to order Uber here and there. Sometimes it's just good to take a walk. Take a walk just with your friends. At the end of the day, your body will reflect it. Instead of you getting too fat every time or your body feeling too heavy, you see that you begin to feel lighter inside. And to our environment, it helps to ensure we have a safer environment, not just for us today, but even for the future generation.
Okay, that's a great one from you. That's an amazing insight from Mr. Kingsley Ikom. Over to you, Mr. Eberechi Favour. What role do policies and urban planning play in promoting non-motorized transport in communities like ours?
All right, urban planning has to do with the strategy and the patterns at which houses are placed. Now, it helps in a very long way because with the plans and at least the good roads and tracks, bicycles can have easy access. It will encourage persons too to also walk with their legs. It will encourage a lot of non-climate actions, you see, and which in other words will reflect both to us as humans and also the climate itself, because excess release of this gas also causes these climate changes. Thank you very much.
To you, Mr. Ikem Kingsley, what are some common barriers that prevent people from adopting these non-motorized methods, and how can they be overcome?
Okay, to me, I can say, just like you say, to me,
Okay.
can say some of the barriers we're looking at poor town planning.
Okay.
You know, when you plan the town and you don't have appropriate pedestrian way for the people to walk, you don't have
Yes.
pedestrian bridge where people can cross
Okay.
on the road. Sometimes when people get scared of accidents,
Yes.
they would rather want to take a vehicle or to take a bike
Yes.
instead of them to cross a road and they get hit. So I will encourage,
risky for their
yes.
health.
So I will encourage the government to make appropriate plan for these people to walk.
Okay.
And also to individuals, most people, they feel when they are walking, they will see them as poor people.
Yes, that
So
mentality.
so they want to like enter a bike or book a taxi to make it look like yes, them too, they can afford it.
Yes.
But sometimes it is not about what you can afford, but about your health and the environment.
Yes.
Because if we all start entering bike,
Yes.
boarding a plane, boarding taxi, at the end of the day, our environment is suffering. So we need to save
Yes.
it for ourselves and for the future
And there will be
generation.
too much consumption of fossil fuel.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. That's a very wonderful impact from you, Mr. Kingsley. To Mr. Eberechi Favour, how can institutions like NEKEDE support and encourage these greener paths on campus?
Okay, number one, I would say they should strengthen the security, because one of the things that will motivate the people in NEKEDE to participate in this non-climate action is
Okay.
if everywhere is safe.
Okay.
If the environment is safe, you can walk no
Okay.
matter the time.
Okay.
You can walk, you can have that free access to walk. And another one is the roads. We can see how the roads over here is.
Yes.
There needs to be some kind of expansion so that it will be easier for those who want to use this bike for cycling, you know, and every other action that is associated with this non-climate action to be carried out in.
Okay.
I think the school has really done well in that aspect.
that
Like if you
aspect.
come to school, to
NEKEDE.
NEKEDE, on Saturdays, you see where people jog around the school, see people skating, see people riding on bicycles.
Yes.
I think the school has really tried in the aspect of having a good role that encourage their students and staffs to work.
Okay. And based on what you say, so I think some students are not taking it as their daily routine, you know. Yeah, they're trying on that. Finally, both of you, what is the most important message you would like to share with our audience about non-motorized transport and sustainable living? Anybody can answer it.
All right.
Okay.
What I have to say is, it's good for not just ourselves, it's good for the environment, it's good for everybody.
Okay.
Because the more you participate in this, the better your health.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
that is the message I have to the audience.
Okay.
My message is, while we are planning for our children, because I know most parents are already planning to hand over estates, hand over large accounts, hand over
most of the properties,
big establishment to their children. But your children cannot inherit all these things when there's no a better environment for them tomorrow.
Okay.
If the world is not there because of our actions today,
Yes.
all the things you are saving for them may end up being a waste. Why? Because you were not able to secure the environment for them. So while you are planning that, also plan on how to secure the environment for them tomorrow by walking, skating, taking a bicycle ride across the town.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kingsley Ikom. Thank you, Mr. Eberechi Favor, for sharing your insights. Indeed, it was a great insight from you both. Today, we have learned that non-motorized transport is about health, policy, infrastructure, and community culture. By creating greener paths and encouraging walking, cycling, and jogging, we are not only reducing our carbon footprint, but also foster healthier, more sustainable communities. To our audience, remember, every step you take, every pedal you push, contributes to a better planet. Let's make the conscious choice to embrace non-motorized climate actions in our daily lives. Thank you for watching Polynet TV. Until next time, stay active, stay healthy, and keep our planet green. Thank you.